All right. So to celebrate our 100,000 subscribers,
Okay.
we're gonna check out another Billy Burr.
BB. What we got?
This is 5-year-olds have no excuse for being fat.
Oh man, they have. I mean, a 5-year-old does have an excuse. A 5-year-old has an excuse.
What's the excuse?
The parents. The
Okay,
parents
the
and
parents.
genetics. But the parents have no excuse.
Oh my goodness.
Genetics is inevitable, I guess.
I guess yeah. It's like if a 5-year-old's like a garbage disposal, you keep feeding it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
5-year-old, you can eat anything.
5-year-old little boy, you could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just keep feeding them, and I guarantee you, they feed them to shut them up. Cause that 5-year-old, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee
Hush
you.
food, McDonald's, chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
You know, pizzas, Skittles, candy, ice creams, all types. Birthday cakes.
I eat all that shit right now.
No.
That's the type of shit I eat that shit right now.
But yeah, man, it doesn't help 5-year-olds, especially fat 5-year-olds.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the only excuse they would have is the parents.
Yeah, man.
But I guarantee you that's who Bill Burr's about to go at. He's about to go in on the parents.
Man, I hope he would be going in on no fat 5-year-old, man. That'd be terrible.
Oh shit.
That would be terrible. You got no damn excuse. Well, let's go, man. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Hi, man. What's up? How you doing? Was this too quick a transition? You know what I mean? Like 9, 10 black dudes in a row, and then like the whitest man on the planet. Let your eyes adjust. I was watching George Bush today, man. I don't want to be a dick or anything, but could that guy like rehearse before he gives a speech? You know what I mean? Just say it like a couple of times. How awful was he during that hurricane? He's just walking out, man. He's just like winging it. Walking out on the White House lawn, there's like sun in his eyes. He's just out there like, there was a hurricane. People are wet. People don't like being wet unless they're swimming in a pool. He sounded like a little kid giving a book report who like didn't read the book. Just up there making up shit like, there was a dog and he bit somebody and they didn't like it. Every night I gotta watch that idiot on the news, or they're doing stories about how fat kids are getting. You see that every night? Every night they're talking about kids are obese now. Not fat kids, not chubby, they're obese. Like bedridden. like just laying there like, I had my first heart attack when I was 4. I was riding on my big wheel, I couldn't feel my left side, I began to pass out my head. I don't want to be a dick, but how do you get that fat that quick? I can see you're 30, 40 years old. You went to McDonald's for 20 years. You got a little gut going. But you're 5 years old. There's no excuse for that shit. I'm telling you, man, that's the parents' fault. You know, stop feeding him. He doesn't have any money. You know, seriously. You can't go get a job so he can go buy more food. He's got to eat whatever you give him. Just put a plate of seaweed right in front of him. Go ahead, eat it. I don't want to eat it. Good, go to bed. Those are your options. I own you until you're 18. Do some jumping jacks. No, but these parents are ridiculous. They act like they have no control. They're like, well, I don't know what to do. I mean, I tried to make him eat a salad, but he didn't want to eat it. He was like, no, I want a cupcake. I said, you can't have it. But then he sat on my chest, and I couldn't breathe. And I just wanted to get up after a while. People, you need tough love at that moment. If your kid is obese and he's still asking for cake, you gotta be like, no, you little shit. You're eating carrots and celery until I can pick you up again. This is ridiculous. You got a goddamn hernia on your birthday. I know that seems harsh to be making fun of obese kids. I'll tell you why I'm doing it. They don't really exist. At least to the level that they're saying it's an epidemic. You know, which means when I leave the theater tonight, I should have, like, difficulty getting to my car because of all these fat fucking kids out there, like, Jesus Christ, they're everywhere. They're like locusts.
Man. Yeah, man.
Okay, so he did go in on the parents. Like he should have.
Oh, for real, man.
He said, how did they get fat that quick? That does seem impossible, though, bro. Like, to get bedridden.
Oh, man, yeah,
At
man.
5 years old.
Yeah, man.
You gotta be a fat-ass little kid, man.
For real.
You gotta be.
For real. How long do you breastfeed? For like a year? You breastfeed for like a year?
What are you asking that question for?
No, I'm just trying to evaluate how long it takes to get fat. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe the protein coming out of the breast milk is, you know what I mean? It's extra nutrient. You know what I'm saying? It's extra nutritious. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. So you think there's a link between obesity and breastfeeding?
No, man. I'm just saying as far as like, I mean, I guess there could be. In a way, there could be. But nah, man. Like, I'm serious. No, I'm just saying because how do you get fat that quick?
You eat, man.
You just eat.
You eat. You sit and watch cartoons and you eat.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, is it parents like looking at their kids when they're young and they're like, man, my baby looks cute, chunky. And they go, oh, he's so cute, chunky. Let me just keep eating more food and he's so cute, chunky.
I don't think any baby's
so
like
cute, chunky.
Cute.
Look at the little ham hocks he got.
I seen like chunky cheeks, but like a chunky baby. That's not
like
cute.
got like turkey legs. You know what I'm saying? Like
turkey legs. Turkey legs. Nigga. He said turkey legs. Kind of baby.
Yeah. 5-year-olds we're talking about 5-year-olds. That turkey leg is like infant baby. Infant little chunky baby. You know what I'm saying?
Infant little chunky baby with some turkey legs. I'm gonna take a bite out the turkey legs.
Nah, man. But yeah, obesity is it's a very serious thing, man. You know, leads to diabetes. Leads to,
it's okay. Yeah, leads to other diseases. But you know.
I mean, health.
Do you think if you get obese, do you think that is their fault, or who do you blame that on?
I mean, it all
the obese person.
It all depends on what age group that I become obese. Like if I'm 18 and I'm skinny, and then let's say I get fat at like 30, and then I become super obese at like 45, then you have you're in the right mindset to be able to be like, hey man, let me change up what I'm doing so I can start eating right, so I don't get an extra 300 pounds heavier or an extra 200 pounds heavier. You know what I'm saying?
But what if you're obese at 18?
Like if you're obese at 18, I mean, you either had maybe it's genetics, or you had a healthy life.
You could have just been an eater.
You could have ate your whole life. Yeah, you could have ate at 15, 16 since you were 5. You could have been fat since you were.
I know some obese.
It's a baby, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, Bill Burr, I get it.
Yeah, blame the fat kids. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Parents or genetics.
Yeah.
Parents, no excuses. That's genetics, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Turkey legs.